this, but I think it was 1980. I want to say Kentucky, the 80 Olympic trials. I had a high school player by the name of Patrick who I taught how to play when I was in junior high. And Patrick was invited to the Olympic trials at the end of his junior year in high school. And at the trials, there was a young man back there, was another guy, Isaiah, Bill Van Beer, just literally dropped out of Patrick for about a week and actually made him a much, much better player. But I coached Isaiah that trials. I was on my team. We won all our games that particular day. And I remember coming home and talking to my kids about some of the different guys that you don't see and heard about on television. And there's a reason why certain teams win more than others. And usually the reason is it starts and ends at the point guard position. Isaiah also earlier today, speaking about him for a minute, was talking a couple of things, but it was really, really important. Earlier he was kidding, he was just trying to set me up. And he was talking about, letting him win a game this year. Well, as you and I both know, if I went 1-on-1 against him, he'd win. It's not coaches. And Isaiah's going into his third year now. Okay, and fortunately for us, we've had the upper hand, but he's been quietly building up. And last year, had some injuries, had some players who become knowledgeable early. And also has learned a lot about his game, and that is, almost like I think the president's trying to do now, lower the expectations, sneak up on people, beat them over the head, kick their butts, all that kind of good stuff. So I know one of my toughest games this year, just like one of our toughest games in the last 2 years, is going to be against FAU. And it is a true rivalry. And eventually it's going to turn into a rivalry at Isaiah's place. And they might get John in the back of the basketball team. Our place, right now, we're going to sell out the game against FIU. Just like we have the last couple of years. They'll eventually be selling out their game against us. And it's a great game, played by kids that love to play. And Isaiah said, I got a guy, he says he's 5'6", he's probably about 5'5", 5'4.5", and that's Ray Taylor, who would, somebody came into the locker room and said, how many guys, think you're going to play in the NBA, and the first one put his hands up. And I hate to tell him that the odds are not very good, not in his favor, but nobody to say that it didn't happen. Because I remember years ago when I was coaching at George Washington University, I had a 5'3" point guard by the name of Rogers, who was the best player in the Atlantic 10, and he was MVP in our neighborhood of Mount Over. So, and he played in Europe for about 10 years after he graduated and making almost $1 million. So, who am I to tell Ray Taylor that he's not going to someday have a chance? And if Steinberg wasn't the owner of the New Jersey Nets, then Shante actually would have played in the NBA in 5 years. But that's a whole other story. I'm a high school coach, always will be. Okay, in order for me to have coached Isaiah back in 1980, I had already been coaching him for about 13 years. After I graduated from Northeastern University in Boston, I had an opportunity to go back and teach at my high school, which is in the People's Republic of Cambridge, Massachusetts. All right, so I went back to high school, got a chance to teach there, couldn't get an interview for the high school job. Luckily for me, my high school college coach gave me a job as an assistant, so I would teach during the days, and then take my coach back after football practice, but I also coached football. I changed my cleats, went about 90 miles an hour on a stubble ride, running to the gym, and started working as a basketball coach. Did that for 5 years. Heading up to Sac Sanders, former great We have had teams that have gone to the NCAA tournament 3 out of 5 years. We've gone to the Sweet 16, we've gone to the Elite 8. We go to Ohio State, Reagan, like Red, a chance to go to the final 3 points. We rebuild, we get the #1 player in America, Jarvis, who unfortunately, or fortunately for him, was the 3rd pick in the NBA draft. So we basically have a couple of years that we get good again. We win the NIT tournament. I've got a movie, I fly out to get a movie, I got my own restaurant, things are all over here. I got a new contract on the table, I just write a book, I got all kinds of stuff going on. Well, contract negotiations right now, you know how that goes, that's happening right now in the NBA. My president says, I don't like your agent, we're going to fire you, we're going to be us. I get fired. I'm not a coach. And I think, like I'm sure some people should be here, that there's only one way this train's going to go, baby. And that's going to go up, and up, and up, and up. Well, guess what? God had other plans. So God says, you know what? You go to work for television. You go to ESPN. I went to ESPN, and some people say, man, that's a great job. And to be honest with you, I got to be careful how I say this, because I may need to go back someday. But it wasn't for me. Okay, so I go to the studio at night, Bristol, Connecticut. I'd be flying up to Reagan, Florida. I'd fly out to Bristol, Connecticut every week. Go there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, fly home, go back again the next week. Go in the studio. At the end of the night, 1 o'clock, 2 in the morning, I leave the studio, I go across to the diner, get something to eat, go back to the hotel, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, prepare all day long, go on TV, 30 seconds sound. Every night I come back to the room, I look in the mirror, and I do not like the person I saw in the mirror, because that person was doing absolutely nothing. He was not making a difference on anybody's life. All he was doing was getting paid to entertain people on television. That is why God made him. That's not why God made him today. So I, at that time, decided, God will give me the opportunity to get back into coaching. I will do it. Okay, unfortunately for me, 8 years later, the job opened up at FAU, which happened to be 10 minutes from my house, halfway between my church and the school. Okay, and I ran out of the job. I would have gotten the job to work for the guys in my Bible study class. One guy was friends with Governor Bush. He called him up and said, you gotta hire Jarvis. This guy had no money to Bush, and it helped. Okay? So forget about the credentials. I wasn't going to get that job based on my resume. And yes, I was going to be, unless Isaiah replied, I was going to be the most qualified person there. Make no mistake about it. But just like God had done years ago, put me in a position to prepare me to coach back to the field, okay, he put me in a position that I could be humble, that I could be hungry, that I could be grateful for the opportunity to do something that very few people do, and that is to be able to be called coach. When someone calls another person and says, hey, coach, I think it's just as great as if somebody said, hey, doc, or hey, judge. Okay, no matter what anyone might say, we have the greatest jobs in the world. Because we're doing, first of all, what we love to do. We stay a lot longer than most people because we have to learn how to develop relationships. Isaiah talked about communication. I talked about that this morning with my kids. I talked about the fact that in any family, any team, any job, the most important thing, anything, the most important thing in any relationship is communication. I will be willing to bet you that every man in this gym that is married, their wife in the last 6 weeks has said, we need to talk. We need to communicate. If it hasn't happened in the last 6 weeks, it will happen in the next 6 weeks. Communication, okay, develops relationships. get into what I want to talk about in about another couple of minutes. But I think it's very important for you guys to know when people are talking to you, where the hell they come from. And not everybody's talking to you, okay, no matter how high, how might think they are. Okay, I've not had their downs because when you get knocked down, that's when we have to learn how to get back up. That was one of the greatest things that Patrick doing. Okay, people ask me about Patrick, always one of the greatest attributes. And I tell people, every time he got knocked down, he got up faster the next time. When he wanted to quit playing basketball, his mother said, if you do, I'll block your head off. You get back out there and do what you have to do. Okay, so nobody's going to get anywhere without adversity. And nobody's going to be anything. Nobody's going to win anything if they don't know how to overcome it. That comes with perseverance. That comes with patience. That comes with faith. That comes with a heck of a lot of hard work. And it comes with a lot of other people helping you get where you want to go. That's why we're here. Okay, this is an incredible game. Now, this summer, I had an opportunity. I was invited. Actually, my son was invited. He got the same name as me. He's my associate head coach. My desire, okay, I want to share this. I want to share this dream with you. I have a dream that someday I am going to be sitting next to him on the bench. I am going to be his assistant coach. He is going to be the head coach. We are going to switch roles. When he was 12, he was my assistant. The Donald's all-American team. When we had Michael Jordan and a few other pretty good players. And I said a long time ago, he stays in this game. I want to make sure I do everything in my power to prepare him to take my job so I can help him. So someday, hopefully, I'll be coaching against whether it's Isaiah, whoever it is, but I will be the guy making the suggestions, and he'll be the guy telling me, relax. Alright? So we'll see what happens. shoot over 50% from three-point line, and you shoot over 80% from the foul line. Right? For some kids, it's very difficult to come up with 180. Most of us do. 50, 50, and 80. And you are 180 club. And there are not many players that have ever been in that club. It's a heck of a club to be in. So we had a guy in the top 50 player of all time, a guy in the 180 club. They're talking about shooting. And they kept it very simple, which is what I'm going to try to do right now. So here's the deal. And then I want to just have some questions and answers. I want to give you a couple of things like that. I'm even more important than the X's and O's. I think Jim Reagan is coming a little bit later and talking about his own offense. Coach, what are you talking about? Special situations. You're going to get plenty of it. You're going to have some great plays in this moment. I can't just steal something from here from Reagan. We played down with Reagan's team. Miami Hurricanes on the 17th in the tournament, in the Orange Bowl. We'll play the early game. They tried to figure we're getting a little flour in there, they cleaned it out early. So we played the early game, it's okay. And we're the good, we're the back game, the Jimmy game. And then Texas A&M will play against Florida. I read this something, right? But anyhow, I'm not going to go there. All right. So here's what we're going to do. If I'm going to have right now, I think you guys, you know, Jeff, all right, what I'd like to do, okay, and my man here had a great coach. I'd like to start out with a guy who made one of the best shots in basketball, the most important shots that all players should have is a hook shot. Okay? So I'm sure everybody does it like him. And I work on this as much with my guys as I do because guys will be right, they're going to be able to shoot a hook shot. Alright, so what I want you to do is really just let's say you guys are in the gym, okay, you want to get a workout, you haven't got a coach, you don't need a coach. You don't need even another player, which we go through some of these drills. But right now, Dylan, just get the ball, just give me some line. Let's go. Let's go. Get out of here. Let's go. Okay, smart. It's now a go like it. Let's go, baby. Come on. And then Jeff, right on the offense. Get your out of the net and right up. Good. We don't really go. All right, let's go warm up. Come on, Jeff. Now we can go 10, 20, 25, we're going. All right, hold up. All right, right now, okay? Just give me Dylan, just going to get the box on that side. Jeff, opposite side. Dylan, just going to go side to side. Just going to give it to you. Just jump on the glass. We'll just go to the opposite side, okay? Let's go. So we're just warming up now. Let's go. All right, so Jeff, right there. Let's go. Just feel it, okay? All right, so we're just warming up. Warming up. Warming up. Warming up.
the left foot, I want you to step it into the ball and then bring that right foot right into the shot. When they follow through with their hands, I want them to follow up the shot with their hands up so they're ready to rebound the ball instead of, and then run it down. Hands up. So we're going to step into the ball with our left foot. So it's going to be a little two-step action. Left, right. We're going to work on now stepping into the shot, getting a quicker shot, okay, following through, chasing down our rebound. attack